What's up, Marvel Future Fighters? Trippy Cakes here, and today I'm going to be doing a video on World Boss Ultimate. I want to hit some of the higher stages because I took a little bit of a poll and I got impatient and I was excited, so I said, fuck it, let's do this. So there are some noticeable differences. I'm not a pro. I only got to stage 18 and I just cleared that, and you're going to see that later on in the video. But before we do begin, there are two substantial differences that I noticed between like the first early stages. Stages 1 through 9 are going to give you that basic gray chest, and that is just a chance. That's RNG, and it does have materials like phoenix feathers and stuff in it. And then when you get to 10 and above, you're going to see those green caches, which are going to have like black antimatter, Norn stones, and everything. Now, a lot of people are asking what characters are best to clear this with. You can only use physical characters like Black Panther, X-23. Her healing factor gives her high survivability, and same thing goes for Angel as well. He doesn't output a whole bunch of damage, but if your Angel is built, he'll be able to do it, as well as other characters. Wolverine naturally is going to be one of the top physical characters that you're going to want to use, and he should be your second that you're going to want to save, as well as Apocalypse. Even though he is energy based attack, when you do his rotation, which is 4-3-2-1, he's going to melt him down. And Quicksilver, since he does have extremely high survivability and everything, you're going to want to save him for the latest you can get. Now, the thing with Winter Soldier is he does amazing damage, but he's a glass cannon, so you could kind of stay away from that. Corvus has his survivability due to his clones and the fact that he can resurrect when you make a mistake. Spider-Man, he works out very well because of his constant iframes, so naturally he's going to be up there, and I'm going to throw Cap in there as well. Mine is tier 3, but tier 2 will work just as well, and the main thing is to know the fight. Knowing the fight is what's key. This isn't just a burn down the world boss like it used to be. It actually requires you to pay a little bit of attention and play the game right. There's going to be a lot of stuff you're going to want to avoid. So just for the fact that this is a higher up level, I wanted to use the best I had on him for the day. So you're going to see her throw out her little, electric bolts and things like that. The ones when you're up close, they're a little bit harder to dodge, but they don't do too much damage. So you're also going to want to stay out of that little line that she does of 4 or 5 attacks. It takes a second for her to pop up with them, but it is easily avoidable by simply moving to the left or right. Those circles on the ground, always avoid those. I don't have to avoid him because of his attack that he does, his 6th skill. Now this is the one that will tear you up the most. It's a simple back and forth. Those little lightning things that she throws out will never hit the same spot twice. So say you're standing on the far left side and they come out there, just move to the right to the open space and then move back because they're not going to come there a second time. That is about 2 or 3 times. And all these characters do have the ability to dodge this. Now, when I used X-23 on my clear earlier today, that one took a hell of a lot longer because I would get hit by stuff because I wasn't paying attention. I'd have to run around, recover a little bit. Just a little bit of a pain in the ass. And the other thing is you want to have an extra character to swap out just in case you get yourself into a sticky situation, like I am going to do later on here because I had my dick out because I was like, hey, I got tier 3 Cap, and this just goes to show you that even when you do have a super powerful character, you can still, fuck around and lose, excuse my language. But the main thing is just to avoid her skills. A lot of them are avoidable, and if you can avoid most of them, then you shouldn't have a problem defeating these world bosses. It's just with the time, or with the higher you go up, the more time it is going to take. But as of right now, a lot of people probably already have most of the characters I named built up. And if they're not built up to their maximum capability, that's okay. You can just build them up a little bit more, some Urus, make sure that your Obelisk is okay. And real quick to touch on the Obelisk thing, when you have the invincibility one, she does still have the ability to pierce through that and kill you. And it's happened to me before in a couple of my other runs that I did. So be on the lookout for that. She doesn't play by the rules when you do this. And the main reason you want to do physical attack against her is because as a world boss, they all have specific things that, work better against them. Like for Proxima, hers physical attacks work. For Black Dwarf, you're going to want energy attacks. So all these characters aren't going to be the same whenever they release Ultimate World Boss version of him, as well as, it's just really interesting how they incorporated all of this, and the main focus that you want to do is to save your best for the highest that you think you can go. Like say you're on 13, and you're like, hey, you know what, I'm not going to get farther than 13 today. We'll knock it out with the best person you have, and then kick it all the way back down to 10 and just do the rest of your clears that way. Slow and steady wins the race, and there's a lot more of these levels than you think. One more thing is with these characters that are support like Valkyrie and Shuri, you're going to want to save them for, you know, your characters that aren't as strong as like your Quicksilver and stuff. A couple quick honorable mentions are also going to go to World War Hulk as well as 2099 Spider-Man. Both of those guys will also do you justice if you do have them built up. And I do thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, do all that good stuff. It's Trippy Cakes, and I'm out.